Hello and welcome to another edition of The One Team We Agree On. I'm Jillian.
And I'm Kyle.
And we are ready to talk some soccer for this weekend.
We are, and we got some kit releases. We got a little
some
mini
exciting stuff.
We got a mini fashion segment, and yeah, we're going to talk about the Chicago Fire match from this past Saturday, and then look ahead to the festivities this weekend, and maybe dive in at the end a little bit on the CCL match against LAFC, which is going to be fun. So,
oh yeah, get hype.
But before we get started, what are we wearing today?
I'm wearing one of my favorite Sons of Ben shirts. They currently have it on sale, I believe. They do have it for sale for at the tailgates.
Yeah.
The kind of rainbow Sons of Ben makes me think very retro. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites. Got it last year. And what are you wearing, Kyle?
I'm wearing my Mikel Ua jersey.
Someone pretty
t-shirt.
awesome got you that?
Yes, somebody did get me that. So yeah, I'm wearing that today, and
hoping for good vibes for him for this weekend.
Yeah, he's snake bitten right now. All right, let's just plain simple. He's snake bitten. So, but anyway, before we go ahead and get started, again, make sure to follow us on YouTube, or on Apple, Google, or Spotify podcast platforms. Make sure to subscribe and comment. We'd love to hear from you. And then you can interact with us on social media, on Twitter at TOTWAG, and then also on Instagram and Facebook at the One Team We Agree On. And we'll go ahead and get started here today. And you got a little mini fashion segment today.
Okay.
And we're gonna share the screen here and dive into this. All right. So
yeah, so we have the new kit that's out that is made from recycled plastics. Okay. And they have the well, there's two colors. They have like the lighter color and the darker one. And we were kind of debating which one we like better. Initially, like Kyle said that he liked the darker one better, and I like the lighter one. I usually like the darker colors better, and actually the more I looked at, the more I like the darker one too, actually. But you know, and I think it'll fit us better, you know, color scheme wise. But they both look awesome.
I mean, we're looking right now at the teal one that Charlotte will be wearing this weekend. I do like the teal and the black. I mean, it's a nice little kit. I mean, and the blue looks good. I don't know, like, if the badge really stands out as much on that one.
Yeah.
But then we go to like the one we're going to be wearing, and the teal definitely against the dark blue and black definitely stand out a lot better. I don't know. I like this one, but I just think it stands out more. Now
our badge definitely does stand out more in that, and I do like that a lot. You know, definitely when we saw that, it's like, take my money.
No, it
you know,
really
we're like, oh yeah, I like that. I need to get that.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna be picking this up and adding it to our never-ending collection of jerseys.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, both kits are nice. But definitely I'm glad the Union will be wearing this. I'll be excited to see what the combination will be with shorts and socks.
Yeah, I mean, aesthetically, do you think, like, okay, if I'm looking from a fashion standpoint, I think, you know, black shorts would look best with that. However,
black shorts with teal numbers.
Oh, that would look good. Like, it need to be in the same, you know, color that the logo is on there and everything.
Right. And
that would look good.
And then also, like,
white would look good too, but
no, we're not wearing white shorts.
But screw white shorts. Nope.
I can't believe you brought that up.
Triggered much? He's triggered.
No, but so yeah, yeah, those kits are gonna be nice, so you can check them out. I know they're available for sale right now. But before we talk about the Chicago Fire match, you want to do another little discussion about do you want to talk about Ezra
Oh yeah.
Hendrickson? Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about him. So,
Oh yeah. So
fashion statement.
that's great photography there. I took that. Yeah. So we're watching the game on Saturday against Chicago Fire. And I'm like, wait, that's their coach? Because honestly, I had no idea what their coach looked like.
You're like at
But
first, like, is
I'm
that
like,
fan? I'm like, that's Andrew
well, yeah. It's like, oh, okay. So he just looks like, you know, a dad, fan just hanging out on the sideline. I mean, look at this. We got, the plaid shirt that, literally, I don't know, Kyle, you'd wear something like that.
That is something I would
Not
wear.
at a soccer game,
No.
but you just wear something like that. And then we got the scarf.
Right.
Okay. So, I mean, all right. And then of course I'm watching and I'm like, now he's got a total like dad outfit going on, but does he have white New Balances on?
So did he?
And when I finally got to look at his shoes, when I saw the view, he indeed had white sneakers on. They were not New Balances, but they were white sneakers.
So to his defense, apparently that's his get up. Like he'll wear like just like a dress shirt and like a scarf. Like I was like, I was looking to find a better picture of this for the show tonight. And when I was looking, like there was a whole bunch of pictures of him, and he's always got a scarf on. So I mean, that's his thing, and credit to him.
Hey, it's all
but
good.
the best part was somebody said, and I forget who it was. I saw it on Twitter that he reminds me of a guy that went to like the happy hour at a local hotel, got drunk, passed out at the hotel, woke up and took an Uber to the stadium the morning of. Like,
that's very specific.
I don't know, but it's so true. It's like you're like running late for like a soccer game. You're a coach, and you're like, "Oh crap, I'm running late." And then you go to the store, buy like a scarf or something, and then just run on deck like because you left everything at home.
It kind of reminds me of how like my dad, being a swim coach, and he'd just be on deck. Like there were some coaches that were like,
oh yeah,
wore like a dress shirt and tie and all that. Like, well, you did, but my dad would be on the pool deck with like a hoodie and shorts and slides, or no, he'd wear sneakers usually at swim meets. But like, yeah, just that was his thing,
it was.
It's all good.
Yeah, it was. So,
but
right.
definitely not Jim, who is always looking like, very, very good in his, different stuff. Like let's face it, Jim Curtin, I approve of his fashion style icon on the sideline there.
You know, another guy who I always think looks sharp, and I was watching him, and I was looking at some of the stuff. And I know, like, Sporting KC fans are probably, I think, fed up with him. A lot of fans are because, he's just got, like, he's so in with the organization. They're struggling right now, and he's not going. It's Peter Vermees. And, like, he always got, like, a nice jacket on. He always looks very professional. I was watching, I was like, I like his get up, too. But I kind of miss Jim with the suit. I've always liked the suit and tie. I don't know why.
Who was the coach that just be wearing a hoodie and looked sloppy? Was it who was the coach? Was it was it New England?
Are you talking about who are you talking about?
There was the one
Bruce Arena. Bruce Arena looks like he just rolled out of bed.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah,
Bruce Arena looks like he rolls out of bed.
Yeah, for real.
But anyway, that's another show for another time. Actually, we should do that sometime. Just go down, look at all the coaches' get ups and like rate them 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you think we should do that sometime.
Should we do that like pass or smash thing? Should I do that?
You should.
You even know what that is, Kyle?
I do.
Okay.
All right. So moving on. Let's talk about the Chicago Fire. So the Union played Chicago Fire after a really great come from behind, get points at the road at Atlas. You're all excited thinking, and we even said on the show, they're gonna get that momentum carried in. And the lineup comes out and not much has changed. I thought maybe we'd see some rotation, but
typical.
We found out, Flock had
he had some pelvic
discomfort,
pain.
which is gonna stink because he's getting some injection, but that's gonna be with him for a while.
Yeah.
Then you had Kai's MRI came back, but they're gonna rest him.
There's precaution. Yeah.
Lowe's still not 100%. So we had lineup again. let's talk about what was up with the first half, because once again we give up a goal right off the bat,
It was not
and
good.
no communication in the back line. Ball goes right through. Harrell's in no man's land. And they just knock it in. We're all just sitting there going, like, already I had no expectation because I knew we just came off Atlas. Our focus is on the CCL. But
Right.
again, when you're sitting there, even I was like, what the heck was
Well, when
that?
we looked so much better against Atlas, like
Mm,
I saw like I thought we were trending in the right direction anyway.
right.
I thought, okay, with this lineup, maybe we'll see a little bit better start. I
That
mean,
that first half was
yeah,
just, it was not good.
no,
Passing, defensive. I mean, they couldn't keep your shape, Harriel's not, I mean, spots start here and there, but yeah, he's not a long-term solution left back. And him and Jack on that side, there's no defense, whatsoever. So,
yeah,
I mean, they were just taking it up that right side, all that first half. And then our attack, we get a nice ball in here and there, but to me, it really was disjointed at
yeah,
times. And, there was that play with Kronz. Kronz got break. Ooh, what's going on one side? Guy's going to the sunset, get it off. And he runs like right, basically drills right into the guy. And it's
yeah.
just like, we're all sitting there going, what is this? So, what do you take of it, hon? Were they tired? Or is there something more? Or are they just still working out the kinks?
Honestly, I feel like they were a little tired, but um, you know, and there goes Bryson Stutz.
Oh.
Streak. Dang it. Sorry. The Phillies game's on too. Yeah, honestly, like I thought they were just a little tired, but um, it took them a little bit to get into it. The turning point really, we're gonna talk about, was Andre. And
We'll get to that. I
we'll get to
mean, yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, because the second half they come out, and we're all sitting there going, "What was that first half?" I mean, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's on the road. You could say X, Y, and Z, but at the end of
They've been starting slow a lot though, so
exactly,
that's troubling.
and that's very troubling. So
They can't do that against LAFC.
no, but so we come out, we have that fluke thing. I mean, guys,
Both goals were kind of crappy
well,
though.
that first one
I mean,
was,
yeah. That
anyway.
first one was like really
Second one
suspect.
was just a fluke. I mean,
Yeah.
you just laugh at that one because, I mean, Jake goes to clear it. Harold gets in the way, hits him, bounces off the flex, goes in the net. What are you going to do? I mean, that's Harold Howe's position. That's Jacob just trying, because in those situations, you're just trying to get that ball out of there. You're really
Yeah.
not like trying to be like, oh, I'm going to place it right here. You're trying to get it out. Um, and that chaos, and the ball goes in, and there's nothing Blake can do. And it's
Yeah.
2-1. And we're just like, well, this is going to be fun. And then we're sitting there, so let's get to that.
Yeah.
About Andre.
Yeah.
Video chimes in, and then we saw it on Twitter, where he's kind of, it's a corner.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was not a corner, it was an injury. And he's barking out orders
Yeah.
on that formation. He just turns around and he goes, believe, believe, we're only,
Yeah.
we're one goal away from getting back into it.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
You know, he he's such a good leader. Between him and Alejandro,
Mm-hmm.
those guys, they definitely do a great job motivating. And it's funny, in my class today, actually,
Mm-hmm.
I have a student who is a big time Union fan,
Mm-hmm.
and our topic in class was teamwork and leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually brought up the game.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I brought up the game, and talking to my students about, and how, yeah, we were down 2-0, and Andre Blake, being a leader, tried to motivate the guys, get them focused, get moving on it better, and it really changed the direction of the game. We started to look a little more aggressive, and
Yeah.
better after that.
I mean, and that's what you want. I mean, Alejandro's a phenomenal captain, great leader,
Yeah.
knows buttons, and he knows the field. but he's got 1 or 2 years left.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with, in that moment, Blake
Mhm.
reading the room,
Yeah.
understanding, guys, we're better than this. We got to start believing in ourselves.
Mhm.
Confidence is low again. We got to believe the room. And it reminds me, when I saw that right away, it's like, heck, I've had captains on
Yeah.
swim teams when we're like, doing meet, no one's swimming fast. And everybody's like, oh, I just can't wait to get home. People are like, turn around, like, yo, we can
Mhm.
still win some races here, guys. Let's
Yeah.
turn around. And so sometimes it needs to come from other sources, maybe not, but credit to him for reading the room and getting going. And
Mhm.
they did bounce back. I mean, granted, it took a PK,
But
but
that's how it goes. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck, you need something just to go your way there.
and Ua did not flop on that one. That one was a
legit one.
that was there
I'll
was
be the first to admit, ooh, flops sometimes.
yeah, well, he
You
and
know,
Danny, there was 2 times I was
you
like,
know,
ugh. But
that one
there's
was legit.
that one was legit. Good spot, really nice PK from Danny. But even I
Mhm.
was like, okay, we got a goal back. Let's see if we can do it. And then, Quinn comes
I
in,
mean,
look,
he subbed
Kevin
in
in
and
right
right away.
away. Boom, right. Like we
Yeah.
saw that, and then it was like, oh, there's that
Instant
attack.
impact. Yeah.
And then Jose almost puts one in.
Oh,
That was a nice ball
that goal's
because
still rattling right now, probably.
well,
Yeah.
he gets the ball, volleys it, controls it, and then just launches like a shot. I'm like, whoa, like
And let's be fair, a lot of times,
he'll
Jose's going to try for, some screamer and it just sails right over the
right.
goal. But that one was actually like, that was a great shot.
Brady is. I don't know if he saves that. Maybe he gets a hand on, knocks it out, but that ball's
That was blasted.
so. And then all of a sudden, you bring Real in too. We get some subs, and all of a sudden, we got new energy. Now, they get a nice ball. I think it was Shaqiri brings one over top. There's that chip. The ball goes over net. That could have been 3-2 there. Sanjay was in no man's land. And I don't know if that's all size or not, but there was that one hiccup there. And I was like, guys, let's not blow
Yeah, we got lucky.
we did. But credit. And then at the end, it gets chippy, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was 2 parts there where I was a little worried. One, Danny's on yellow, and there's that whole commotion. He's getting in there, and then they're going. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Danny, settle down. We don't need a red card.
Mhm.
He kind of keeps his cool, Jim, and a whole bunch of guys. But I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying, and I think it was Jimenez was putting a hand on Jim. It should have been red, maybe not. It was just a lot of chippiness there at the end. And then at the end of the game, you still had a lot of chippiness. There was like that fight broke out. And I want to point something out. Credit to Frank Lesh, our set pieces coach, because Jose's getting in on it now and he's going wild. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Oh, yeah.
Jose was being Jose, like prime Jose. He was ready to go.
And I love Jose.
But that was like that. But then you see him and Uwa just pulling Jose out. And I'm like, that's a heads up play there from Frank. So credit to him. So, I mean, how are you feeling right now? I mean, is it time? Are we concerned about this team yet? Is it still CCL and we'll wait and see? How are you feeling?
Well, okay. First of all, I fully expect, at least we should have a good game this Saturday. We have every opportunity to go win this game this Saturday. If we don't play well this Saturday, and who knows what our lineup's going to be,
That's what I was about to say.
And so it's going to kind of depend on that. But honestly, like, I think whoever we put in there, if it's, some of our usual bench guys, like, I'm not worried about that.
I'm okay. Is it time to be concerned? Concern has many different levels of it. It's like an onion, as I like to say.
If we host LAFC though, and totally suck, then I'm
at home. Yeah, maybe then it's time to be like something else is going on here. What I'm gonna say is this. I I'm starting to see little flashes of the offense slowly coming together.
Yeah.
Like we saw it all. They're able to come from behind. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, like the game against Chicago, that showed resiliency.
We done that. We did against Montreal.
We need to not get ourselves in
but then
that
we blew
hole.
the lead.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. We gotta stop playing from behind. You know, come out 10 minutes, look good, and then we'll give up a goal on bad play, and then defense falls short. You know, and I think, you know, we just need to see a little bit more consistency, a little bit more trying to get after it early on. We've been saying that since probably the third game of the season, but I, I I mean, I'm seeing it right now with Milan because, as you know, I'm an AC Milan fan. They just beat Napoli today. They're moving on to semifinals. And so I'm seeing what's happening with them in Serie A. So yeah, fatigue in tournaments and prioritizing is a legitimate thing.
Yeah.
But we can't keep going and making the same excuse over and over and over and over again.
Yeah,
but
that's starting to get old.
It is, but at the same time, I think there needs to be, you know, you see teams that there's this data out there that shows the further they go on, the more it affects them in the season. We saw it with Seattle last year. So I think that's a trade-off.
Yeah. We need to win one. We need to win something, though.
So that brings up one other point I have is we have you know, I made my predictions. Right now, based on my projections, I'm only one off. And they got right now, they have Toronto, Red Bull, Colorado, and then Washington. DC. All right, they have DC. They have those 4 teams coming up. All very point getting results. All right. If we can win maybe 2 of them or get a result in maybe 2 of them, that's, you know, 3 points and maybe get a draw, maybe a loss. You know, I'm ahead of schedule already. So I'm concerned in that, yeah, maybe I thought we'd look a little bit better, but I'm good right now. But yeah, I mean, come summer if we're playing this way, nah. Yeah. Which brings me to Jim. We both heard this. We were on the press conference. The last question, I know Todd Lewis brought it up on his podcast today, which it's true. We're not sure who it was. Was it another podcaster, social media person, or maybe it wasn't but the guy at the end asked Jim about his contract situation. As you know, his contract's out at the end of this year.
Right.
And he's basically went into this thing, and at the end he goes, "Will you coach the U.S. team?" And Jim kind of looks at me and goes, "Well, do you want to be my agent?" I mean, great for him to kind of snappy comeback. But he gets your mind because somebody came around and is like, "What's going on with your contract situation?" You know, I'm not gonna go put on a tinfoil hat right now and go conspiracy theories because we're not at that point. What we know is, yes, Jim's contract's at the end of this year. Jim has said multiple times on podcasts that, you know, it'd be an honor to be a kit boy. Any way he could help out with the United States national team. We know his priorities with the U20s, with representing your country with his players. You know, but then on the same flip, he goes, he wants to stay in Philly. He loves Philly. He said over and over again, he doesn't see himself moving on until his kids are out of school. Yeah. So given all the actual data information, do you see anything in there where you're like, oh, is he gonna jump ship?
Honestly, I mean, I think unless he gets, you know, this amazing opportunity, I think, you know, he wants to stay in Philly.
Do you think he's waiting on the contract with the union? Do you think that's kind of the result, or do you just think it's kind of like,
he said in his press conference, kind of, you know, like there's more work to do. You know, I feel
and that's
he's
where
got
I'm at.
unfinished business in Philly. You know?
And that's kind of where I'm
wants
at.
to see it through. You know,
that's kind of where I'm at. And you know, again, I know Tom Bogert said there was like there is a large gap between where both parties are going to be. Maybe there is, but you know, I think personally he wants to be here, but I mean, heck, you've been through contract situations with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always an easy decision.
Right.
I think that yes, he wants to be in Philly, and I think that's priority number one. But is he waiting for the years? So anyway, I can talk about this more and more, make a whole show about this. But what I'm getting at is, we also have to remember, I think, a lot of people are starting to stir the pot. Is this? And it'll get me to my next topic. But I think for right now, I'm not really too worried about the contract situation.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about some Union news. Union broke ground their new training complex.
Yep.
Yep. They had some of the guys. We saw some pictures.
Mm-hmm.
There was the Chester High School kids were there, and they broke ground, had a nice ceremony. Are you excited about this?
I'd be really, neat to see what they, build there. This is good for the, um, for the whole like, program there, and good for the community.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna move the academy over. It's gonna be
Yeah.
nice. They'll have it done in time for the World Cup, so teams can train there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, um, what I find interesting is then getting back to the contract situation. This is why I tied this in. Jay Sugarman, somebody asked him, "Hey, Jim's contract's up. Are you going to take care of it now, or are you going to wait till the end of the season?" And he basically, paraphrasing, he said, "We're going to take care of it sooner. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
get it done." So I think Jay loves Jim, and I think there's a good mutual relationship. I think they're going to get something done, but you never know. But I do think it's going to be interesting what they do with that waterfront. I think this is
Yeah.
phase one. And they've always talked about getting bars, restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
all that area, making it look nice. And then obviously, there is expansion plans. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you knew this. There's expansion plans for Subaru Park. Did
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
I've heard of this.
Yes. So there was a phase, and I think it was Sully actually posted like kind of like an article from like 2011, kind of went through the phase. I mean,
Yeah.
that they so you can get it up to 30,000.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just don't want to roof that at the river end because I don't want to take
Yeah.
away to that view. But
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see in another 10 years what that this whole area and complex looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely exciting. So this weekend versus Toronto. All right. Bob Bradley comes back to town. Michael Bradley comes back to the town. Some of the old United States men's players come
Mm-hmm.
back to town. The Italians are coming back to town, and Signe will be there this time. So anyway, what are you looking forward to the most in terms of the game? Like, what do you need to see from the Union this weekend?
Well, honestly, big thing I'm hoping for is a faster start. Like I want to see them get aggressive at the beginning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see them score, in the first like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Get a goal early. Okay. Get ahead at home. Get the crowd fired up. That would be good. And I'd really like to see Perea get some playing time.
Well, so with Perea and Torres, they're still learning the system according to
Mm-hmm.
Jim. And
Yeah.
now, and I think Perea is still learning the system. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think there's too much into it as much as you think, but you never know. I think Jim kind of is like, okay, we got to get them some of the cues, got to
Mm-hmm.
get them on the same page. For me, I think it's the defense. I want to see a better 90 minutes. Now, obviously, if we rotate, that's going to change some things.
Mm-hmm.
But, this Toronto team can put balls in nets, even though their record's not. I think they're 1 point ahead of us. They can score. They have
Mm-hmm.
playmakers. I want to see a better overall performance from the defense. One, and if it's a rotated squad, I want to see these bench guys, get some goals. Let's start scoring some goals with this bench a little bit too. So, because that's going to set us up really well for um for LAFC.
Yeah.
But So that's the one thing. But we also got some Sons of Ben tailgate, which we'll be at again.
Yes.
Looking forward to.
Yeah.
And it's a big evening, afternoon. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, well, and first off, we're not gonna be freezing our butts off.
No, that's true.
It's supposed to be really nice weather.
Yeah, break
Warm,
out the shine glasses.
Yeah, which will be nice because so many of those early season games we really were freezing. But now they're doing the St. Baldrick's fundraiser for childhood cancer. Okay, they're actually, they're people who are participating, raising money, and shaving their heads for charity.
Yes.
So mentioned this before, said we get enough likes, Kyle shave his head.
We did get some we
did
get some comments. Yes, we did. But see, I mean, yes, I mean, if you're still there, we could take some more, maybe run a poll. But a comment again, do you want to see me shave my head?
We should do a poll, or if this post gets 100 likes.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
All right.
No.
So
maybe we'll put something up on.
But
Twitter.
yeah, no, it's for a great cause.
Yeah.
I mean, and we gave some money obviously to Jeffrey. Obviously because just cancer hitting my family, and me
Cancers touch both of our
yes,
our
and
both sides.
That is true. Yeah, and just having to work with people with cancer every day, like I do, like I've said,
childhood cancer's the
it's
worst.
the worst. So, yes, and then there's another event, that I believe they're promoting right now. Sons of Ben are also, this is for the whole year though.
Mother's Drive.
Yes, on May 20th. Alms to be donated by May 20th. This is for they're collecting essential items for mothers in need. They did post it on their social media site at Sons of Ben on Twitter. If you want to help out, you can drop off donations at our tailgates like this weekend, or shop online on the Amazon wish list. But again, it's just another great, helping out, mothers in need. So if you can donate. Or as they told me when I promoted it on Twitter, even better, just share the post, get the word out there, and help out. So two great things. But we'll be out there, hanging out, probably say hi to us, but definitely
bring the ring toss.
Bring the ring toss.
Probably suck at the ring toss, but as long as it's not windy this time.
We're just gonna go out there, have fun. So we look forward to seeing everybody out there, and just looking forward to a nice warm night. It's supposed to be sold out, so bring the energy. It's gonna be a great time. Whether it's a rotate, Scott, whether it's a starting, we'll find out. But let's have a good night. Let's have some fun, bring the energy, and hopefully get 3 points. So last thought. Next Tuesday, Wednesday. Wow. I keep saying it's Tuesday, but it's next Wednesday.
9 p.m.
Ooh, it's gonna be late night. But
we live an hour and a half away, so and then I gotta be up early for school.
I don't know about you, but I'm fired up. I am fired up because I know these players are fired up. It's
gonna be epic. It's gonna be worth it,
So we might be back beforehand, but if not, like this, if you are out there, you can go to this game. This is going to be a game, because I still think whoever wins this goes on to win Champions League.
This is the matchup we've been waiting for.
Leon and Tigres are very talented, but I think this is going to be the challenge. This is going to be one, and you look at it, they draw all the time they play each other. Both teams draw constantly. It's back and forth. So, yes, I know LA. I just watched El Trapico this weekend.
Yeah, LAFC is good.
They look like a juggernaut right now. And we're still finding everything and figuring everything out. So, but if there's one thing we do know, hey, they can turn it around like that. So, we'll see. But anyway, I guess Big Baby's not coming over. Our cat celebrated. Oh, I guess she's gonna bring it over. So we'll be back maybe on Sunday with kind of a recap of the festivities and some videos. If not, we'll definitely have something out afterwards. But this is our 10-year-old birthday boy who is celebrating his birthday.
This is Shadow.
He's the also one. He's 10 years old. So he is 10 years old today, so we wanted to go wish him a happy birthday here on social media, and he is not happy right now.
Yeah, and I would have put little Union shirt on him, but last time I did that and left it on him, he got really pissed off and he chewed it up and I had to sew it. So but cats of dupe.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's all for today's show, and until next time, I'm Kyle.
I'm Jillian.
And we'll see you next time.